Hello and welcome to the Darlo Till I Die podcast. And as ever, listener, it's the hope that kills you. Darlington's playoff hopes are now hanging by a thread after a damaging 3-2 defeat at home to Marine. It had all looked good early on with Scott Barrow giving Quakers the lead from a free kick, but 3 goals from Marine turned the games on its head. And despite a late consolation from Cedric Main, Darlington ultimately fell to defeat. Joining me for the post-mortem today, I'm very pleased to welcome back from the Northern Echo, Craig Stoddart. Stod, how are you?
Hello, all right. Yeah, I'm okay after yesterday. I'll say that, okay.
Yeah, and alongside Craig, very pleased to be joined again by Darlington midfielder Will Hatfield. Will, great to have you back. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me again. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. So looking forward to talking and discussing some topics.
Yeah, well, these recordings, Will, they're always a bit tougher after a defeat, particularly so after yesterday. Craig, I'll come to you first. As I said there in the introduction, a bit of a hammer blow yesterday to our top 7 hopes. After the high of the win over Shields on Easter Monday, we've been brought crashing back down to earth, haven't we?
Yeah, that's what makes it so frustrating, because we were all on such a high after Monday. Everybody was buzzing and looking forward to yesterday, playing a team who've played, obviously you'll be aware, Marine, that was their 4th match in 9 days, because they played Wednesday as well. And then we went 1-0 up early on, so it was there. The opportunity was there for us to build on the South Shields win, and the fifth place in the table was there. The opportunity was there to go 5th. And it all went wrong. It's massively frustrating, because that wasn't the team that played on Monday at South Shields. Defensively, we were brilliant on Monday at South Shields. So good. We couldn't keep the ball, but we stopped South Shields having any penetrating our penalty area. They couldn't get any shots at goal. And yesterday against Marine was completely different. And it's so frustrating, massively frustrating.
Yeah, let's bring you in, Will. As Craig says, such a contrast from Monday against Shields. I know consistency at this level can be an issue sometimes, but how do you see it, Will? Can you put your finger on what went wrong yesterday?
Yeah, I can't really put my finger on it completely, but I know a few people have been saying, is it nerves? Is it obviously the pressure getting to the lads? But from me as a player, it certainly wouldn't be the case of that. I just think you've mentioned their consistency. I think in spells this season, we've been very, very good. We've had some really good, strong runs. But I think at the latter end of the season, consistency has certainly been an issue. I just think yesterday was a game where probably the first 5-10 minutes we were good, we were okay, we got the early goal from Scotty, but after that we as Craig said, we couldn't put 2 passes together. We were lashing at the balls, we were kicking the balls out of play, we never had control of the game, and that was very unlike us. But again, I wouldn't put it down to nerves. I just think it was just one of those games where 1 to 11 we weren't at it. And it's been highlighted even more because it was such an important game. And we really didn't really need that win, because obviously I still believe that we still will make these playoffs. But yeah, it has it's held us back slightly, definitely.
Craig, pre-match, no Max Howells, which I think obviously there's a little bit of a conundrum that we can only select 5 loan players for each matchday squad. And I guess the emergence of Jonah Lowe's as well is maybe given Stephen Terry some food for thought. But in hindsight, and I'm guessing it was a tactical decision for Max not to play. I don't think there was listed of having any injury or anything. In hindsight, though, maybe Max could have made a difference yesterday.
I don't know, maybe Will can tell us more. I mean, has he been carrying injury or something? Is that a factor in not being? I know the loan issue as well, but I mean,
yeah. So I think there's from my aspect, I think there's 2 aspects. There's obviously the loan situation. I know he has been carrying a little bit of a knock with his hamstring. He was out there with the lads in the warm up and things like that. I haven't spoke to him directly. So yeah, I think again in hindsight, could he have probably played him, could have been involved. Obviously, he's been tremendous for us so far since he's come. But yeah, there may be a thought due to the fact with the loan situation, maybe obviously carrying that hamstring injury, what slightly probably affected him slightly. Then they've probably put 2 and 2 together and thought, we're not going to risk it. So Yeah, I've not had the chance to speak with Max. I've not had a chance to speak to, obviously, the management staff about it. Obviously, it's their final decision. I've not got involved in that. But, I do know he's carrying a slight knock, but I did see him out there as well. So, I think, I just think they were being a bit cautious.
Yeah, I'd be amazed if he's not involved next Saturday at Telford. I mean, there's been. I know he plays on the other side. Tweedy's on the left, and Howells is on the right. But there is a question mark over Tweedy constantly getting these chances. Having said that, man, he did deliver the cross yesterday for Cedric Main's goal. But on the whole, we don't see a lot of end product from Tom Tweedy. We need to see more from him. Maybe he's about to burst through and demonstrate exactly why he's in the team. But what an impact he makes in the middle, up and down, winning balls back. One of those players he always seems to leave or sit with the matches. He made this point. Jonah Laws is one of these players. He seems to, when he goes into a tackle or into a challenge, he seems to come out with the ball no matter what. I don't know how he does it. He just has that knack of getting away with the ball. So I like him. As you say, only 5 lone lads can be in the 16. So I'm not envious of Steve and Terry having to pick the 5, but I think we need Jonah in there and we need Max Howells in there, and obviously the keeper. So, there's only so many who can play.
Yeah, no. Just touching on that
true,
one.
Craig, isn't it? Yeah. Go on.
Sorry, no, I was just going to touch on John. I wanted to, because every time I've watched him a few times now, and I've been really impressed with him. As I said, he's everywhere. He's covering in the right areas. He's nice and tidy on the ball. Been really, really impressed with him so far since he's joined. So that's good. That's a positive.
Yeah, I mean, there's hopefully. I'm not sure what Jonah's situation is at Carlisle. I think he is contracted for next season there. Maybe there might be a possibility to bring him in again next season. Just on Tom Tweedy there as well, Craig. When clubs sort of agree these loan deals, sometimes maybe there's like stipulations that a player has to maybe play in the game as well, that things that we're maybe not privy to as supporters. But is that also maybe a possibility?
Sorry, is that for me or Will? Sorry,
either or, chaps. Either or.
Yeah, well, I'll jump in there. So I have seen that agreement in the past, certainly. On this occasion, I'm not sure at all. Obviously, I've not get involved with that. Sometimes players are pretty open about it. Sometimes some players just keep it to themselves. So on this occasion, I'm not sure what the actual details of the loan deal is with himself.
Will, yesterday you were actually pitch side before the game as well. You mentioned Max there before. You're stepping up your recovery from your ACL injury, and we'll maybe get onto that a little bit later. We need a bit of positive news, I think, today, don't we? So just want to get your opinion though on the playing surface at Blackwell Meadows. It's been long debated, and there was plenty of talk about it online post match yesterday. I seem to remember this time last year when it was a Dust Bowl, wasn't it? And the club did spend some money on irrigation system. Again, though, I think it's quite dry still, and maybe not the easiest surface to play on. Steve did mention that in his post match comments yesterday. Give us a sense, Will, of like just how is it really tough for the players?
Yeah, it's obviously tough. It's not the ideal situation. I believe it's better than it was last season at this stage. I remember last season it was really, really bad. When I actually walked onto the pitch yesterday, I actually thought, looking at it visually, I thought, it's all right, there's grass on it, it looks good. But then the more you got onto the pitch, you actually see how dry it was, how firm it was. And there's a lot of dry spots around. And both teams have obviously got to deal with it. Of course they do. But for the players and the way we have played majority of the season, the slick 1-2, getting the ball on the floor, it doesn't make it easy. It does not make it easy. So, yes, it's not ideal. It's difficult. It's very, very dry. But, again, we've got no excuses. We've got one more game to play. Well, hopefully more to play if we're in the playoffs. But in terms of the league situation, we've got one more game against Oxford on it. And, we've just got to... use the best of it, really, because we've got no choice.
Will, is it something that the players talk about much? Because publicly, Steve Watson doesn't tend to... I know he mentioned the pitch yesterday, but he didn't dwell on it. He didn't make a big deal about it. He didn't blame the pitch for us losing the game. And he also never really blamed referees. Referees will often make a terrible mistake. He never really mentions it. privately he might, but publicly I don't think he likes to look as though he's making excuses. But privately, are the players talking about how bad this pitch is?
Yeah, the players certainly do. Yeah, we always chat. As you can imagine, what's the pitch like today, or are we going to be able? Is it how dry is it, how wet it is, or whatever? We always talk about it. Yeah, so it's not ideal. I'll be honest. The gaffer in his pre-talks never makes an excuse about it. He'll say the pitch is what it is. Do not mention it. So as players, obviously, then we're fully focused. We don't make any excuses. We just crack on. But yeah, certainly be pre-match when we all go out onto the pitch. We have a little look. We have a little feel. We always have a little moan about it, but hey, listen, we're not playing in the Premiership. We are where we're at, so we've just got to deal with it. And yeah, as I said, it's not as bad as it was last year, but it's still not ideal.
Yeah, I think our home record, I was looking at it before, Craig. I think we're about, is it 11th or 12th? For home results this season. We have been better away from home, where perhaps more often than not we can kind of play our natural game.
Yeah, we've lost the last 7 matches. The last 7 home matches, we've lost 5. So that's where we've dropped our points. Sadly, that's where we are. I mean, I know we're 7th, but clearly we're a bit vulnerable at the moment. Hopefully Telford have a better pitch, and hopefully in 2 weeks' time our own pitch has got a bit more grass on it and there's a bit more moisture in there. It's because we've been in the playoffs position since November, I think it is, and now we'll get to the end. I mean, we did drop out for a week or 2 in February. That was partly because we had a match or 2 postponed. Yeah. So to be in the top 7 all season and to follow it now will be difficult to accept. Hopefully between now and the next couple of weeks, things turn for us, hopefully.
Yeah, so Will, by the time people listen to this podcast, there is a chance that we might have slipped out of that top 7. Some big games on Tuesday. So Merthyr, who are just behind us, travel to Marine, of all places, and Buxton as well, who are on a bit of a run, go to Alfrington. Now, I'm clutching at straws here, but both Marine and Alfrington have sort of have it all to play for. Marine with an outside shot of the top 7 themselves, and Alfrington, I think, need the win if they've got any chance of avoiding the drop. So, there's a hope there, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's definitely hope there, and I'm very confident as being part of that team and where we're at that we can still do this. We've got the 2 tough games, of course. Telford certainly is going to be a tough game, but we owe them big time. So, and I know for a fact, obviously, even speaking to the lads on the group chat yesterday evening, they still believe that we're going to do this. So yeah, we firmly believe, we're confident, and with 2 massive games, I wish I could play in it. I really do, but even as a spectator, as a fan at the minute watching, I still believe and that we're going to do it, and I'm confident and I'm excited. I think that's the main thing. It's going into these last 2 games with excitement. So let's give it a right go.
Craig, listening to Scott Barrow talking to Stewie and Mike post-match yesterday, I think he described it as it's like 2 cup finals, basically. If we got any chance of making this top 7, win those 2 games and see where it takes us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reasonably I'm comfortable winning the last match against Oxford at home. So it comes down to, will we win at Telford? Now, being brutally honest, that might not be enough. We could win both games and still miss out because of the position where we are. We'll win our last match. Telford away, who knows? Hopefully, we do need Buxton to drop points. Merthyr, I'm not so worried about. I'm not too worried about Merthyr because their form is dire. I can't see them. I can see them falling away. Well, they've been falling away since they sold that striker in to Forest Green.
Yeah, Rees. Yeah, Ricardo Rees. Yeah,
it's been similar to us when we lost Beck after the season the other year. Yeah, and they've dropped away. So it's Buxton to worry about, and Chester in good form. Scarborough have been in good form until they lost yesterday. Because if you look at the playoff positions, the top 4 positions are all gone. The top 4 in the table, I mean, Files, Seals, Kidderminster, Macclesfield, and then you're looking at 3 positions after that, and we're in the fight for that 3, for those 3. And I do back us. I think we'll win the last match. It's Telford away. I'm not sure about, but we have won there in the past. We won there, I think, Jack Lambert scored a hat trick once, 4-1. I think you played, Will. When he had the orange kit on 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, I've scored there as well once for Darlo, but I can't remember if we won that game or not. But yeah, no, Lambert did score a hat trick at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been down there 6 times in the National League North. We've won twice. Won twice, lost 3, drawn 1. And Telford have still got a chance. They've got an outside chance, haven't they?
Yeah, they do.
They do. Mathematically, yeah. I think it's unlikely that they will be finishing in the top 7. I think they are 4 points behind us currently with 2 games left themselves.
Yeah. I've looked at the top 7 in National League North to finish 7th. This is only the 4th season where we've had this number of teams in the division, 24 teams in the division, so there isn't a lot of previous years to look back on what the minimum number of points you normally need. However, I've looked and I think it was 75 one year and 77 another year, I think I'm right in saying. And one year was 68, which is a bit crazy. That's all you needed to get top 7. So you're looking around 74, 75, you need minimum, I would say, and we can get 70... Can we get 74, I think? So
yes, 74. Yeah, if we win them both.
Yeah. So it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. So we just need a favour or 2 from a couple of teams around us, i.e. Bucks and drop points. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Will, you alluded to it just before when you mentioned that 6-0 game. Obviously, it's a game where you suffered your injury, and it was certainly the low point, I think, of the season, wasn't it? So could that be used as maybe a motivating factor then for the boys going into this game on the weekend?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I don't think the game needs any more motivation than it is. Obviously, it's such an important game for the club, for the players. But yeah, throw on top the 6-0 defeat that we got in the FA Cup, then we definitely owe them one. So as I said, we've already been chatting late last night, saying let's regroup, let's go again, let's give it everything we can for the next 2 weeks. We've got this. We've worked so hard to get to where we are, and let's just not throw it away now, or give it every chance we can possible. So we do owe them one.
Yeah, I'm hoping the playing surface is at the Bucks Head, I think, Telford. It's been a while since I've been there. I'm hoping it's a decent playing surface there. Certainly it'll be better than Blackwell Meadows though, Craig, right?
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, I mean, Will know better than me. I mean, in the past, Will, has that been a better pitch? Telford, has that been all right down there?
No, so I can't remember what year it was, but there was one year where it was it was just pure sand. It was the worst I've ever seen. I can't remember which time it was. A few years back now. But I'm hoping things have improved. But my reaction when we talked about the pictures, I was thinking, oh no, Telford's is not good, but I'm sure it's improved since then.
Okay, well, fingers crossed. Let's just move on. It has been a while since the last podcast. There's a fair bit that's happened since then. But the news, I think it was a week or 2 ago that Steve and Terry have signed new contracts, taking them to the end of the 2028 season. So a 2-year extension. Now I know sort of they copped a bit of flack maybe recently with the 4 defeats in 5 games, which I guess that comes with the territory, right? But I think most like-minded Darlo fans would be very happy at this news, Craig, that to see them extend their stay.
Yeah, you see the odd complaint after a defeat. Obviously, naturally, people get upset. But just look at the table when Steve Watson and Terry took over. We were bottom or second bottom. And look where we are now. That kind of says it all. I don't need to say much more than that. Look at those 2 tables. I would also say look at our previous managers. Obviously, the obvious one being Josh Gowling and Tommy Wright. It just shows you it's very easy to get these things wrong, get these appointments wrong. And right now we've got the right man for the job. He's done well previously in his previous jobs. So no, I'm happy with Steve Watson in charge. He gets more decisions right than he gets wrong. I like his post-match assessments. He's usually he sees the game as I think as fans see it as well. So I think it's a good news for Darlington. Yeah.
Yeah, Will. I just want to ask you. Obviously, you've suffered your injury ruling you out to the end of the season. I've seen interviews with players when they've been in your situation, sort of the gaffer, that their attitude is you're no good to me, and kind of shun them. I want to ask you, I'm suspecting that's not been the case with Stephen Terry.
No, they're welcome. They always want me about, always dropping the odd messages here and there, just checking in on me. Obviously, when I'm there at training or I'm at games, they'll always come out and see what I'm up to, see how my progression's going. So no, they've been fantastic, and so has Luke, the physio. Just giving me different targets to hit, challenges to hit, and everything like that. So let's say the management team altogether, they've been very supportive. Fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. So let's maybe just talk about your continuing road to recovery. So you're out there doing a little bit of ball work yesterday. Will, what are we now? Is it about 7 months into the injury? Or?
Yeah, no, we're not at 6 months yet, so we're 3 weeks away. So I'm at 21 weeks now. 21 weeks it will be tomorrow since I had the operation. You're probably right, probably 7 months since I actually did it back in October. I think it was October the 11th when I actually sustained the injury. Coming up to 21 weeks since my operation. At 6 months, I'm really going to be stepping it up, especially with the running, the fitness, the cardio kind of things. But the last, let's say, 4 weeks, I've been doing, obviously, a lot more strengthening work. I've started, obviously, with the ball work yesterday as well. I'm doing a lot more jumping, movements, hopping, things like that now. So I'm really kicking on at the minute. So these next three months are going to be massive for me. It's going to be a lot of hard work, obviously, what I've already done, but it's going to be even harder now. Coming to the end of it, I've got to get back to the full fitness. I've got to keep getting my body functioning how I want it to be. It's the first time I've done certain movements yesterday, and I woke up this morning and calf's a bit sore, my knee's a bit sore. I'm thinking, oh dear, but it's all part and parcel of it. It's part of the recovery. So by the time pre-season comes in July, I want to be back fully training with the lads. As I said, might not be involved with the games, but certainly by the season, I want to be involved in the squad at least, be on the bench and build up my minutes as we go on. With the timing, with it being off-season, it's good and bad in a way. I think it's bad in a way that I'm not going to be able to join in with the team straight away. I'm going to have to wait until they're all back in July. But then the good side of it is that I can just focus on myself. I can get my fitness where I need it to be. So when the lads do return in July, I'm ready to join in with them. Because I probably do need to do a month training with them before I can actually play in a match, if that makes sense. Yeah,
brilliant stuff. Right. Yeah, fantastic. Craig, something else that sort of happened in the last few weeks. I don't want to say it certainly wasn't the moment of the season, but it was a moment. I'm thinking about Liam Mason coming on and saving a penalty with his first touch against Scarborough there. Unfortunately, Scarborough didn't have that late winner, which kind of took the gloss off it. But what a moment for that young man. I believe he's a Darlington fan as well. So, what a story.
He's from Darlington, a Darlington fan. I don't know how many people are aware. His mum's Teresa Mason, who works for Macron, who supply the kits. So that there is a close connection between the family and the club anyway, and has been for years, because Teresa's been involved for a long time supplying the kits. And Liam's obviously been around the club, plays for the under-23s in the Wayside League. So it's, on Good Friday night after the Scarborough game, when he saved the penalty, he was out in Darlington town centre, I think taking selfies with fans. Mate Michael Chris had a drink with him, I think. That's there for life now, isn't it? It'll go down Darlington folklore. He might never play again for the team, I don't know. But he came on and saved the penalty, so that's part of the history of the club now, and that's a story for him to tell forever.
Yeah, brilliant. You'd know Liam as well, of course. Will, you must have been delighted for him.
Yeah, I was delighted for him, mate. So I've got a really funny story, actually. So obviously he's been around training and supporting the lads for a couple of years now. We know him well. Obviously, he probably never in a million years expected to get on the pitch and save a penalty like he did. But after the game, I didn't have a chance to see him after the game. I obviously shot off just before the end, but I messaged him and I said, amazing, Liam, absolutely buzzing, massive congratulations. And Anyway, didn't get a reply from him. And I'm thinking, that's not like Liam not replying to me. Anyway, a week later, he still didn't reply. And then he replied to me on Friday, just before Saturday, saying, "Oh, so sorry, Will. Didn't see your message. My phone's been crazy. I can't believe I've forgotten to message you back. I'm so sorry." I was like, you think you've made it now? You're getting big time on me. Because I said to him, "Bet 2 weeks ago if I messaged you, you'd have messaged me straight back." So I was having a bit of a joke with him. But like I said, Craig said, it'd be... that'll stay with him forever. He was still buzzing when I gave him a big hug yesterday when I saw him. So, he's loving it. He's loving it.
Brilliant stuff in front of the tin shed as well, wasn't it? Fantastic. Well, just on that, I mean, Rory Watson, of course, who suffered the concussion. I don't. Is he a part of the Yorkshire car school, Will? Or do you know? Is there a date on when Rory might be back? Surely it might be for next weekend, or what's happening?
Yeah, so he's just going through the protocols at the minute. Obviously, the concussion protocols. He's available Saturday, from my understanding of speaking to him. So yeah, he's fully. Hopefully going to be back involved for selection. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what the situation with Pete is as well. Obviously he's come in, we all know Pete, we know how good a keeper he is, so really thankful for him to come in for these last couple of games. But yeah, I don't know if he'll be staying around, Pete. I don't know if he'll be going back to Gateshead. I really do not know, but I do know that Rory's going to be back for selection on Saturday, so we'll see. Your guess is as good as mine. Who will be in there? But two very good keepers. Who's ever in that, then I've got no problem with that.
As I understood it, Peter Jameson had signed on a 21-day emergency loan. I think if there is such a thing, so he's available to play. Obviously, that was agreed before we knew what the situation was with Rory Watson. So I think Rory still had to speak to the York doctor. I think is the York doctor who has to give the say-so as regards whether he can play or not, etc. So Pete Jameson's available till the end of the league season, and then Rory, well, you said, Will, if Rory can play, that's great. So either way, we should be fine for a keeper on Saturday.
Yeah, two very good goalkeepers. I know with concussion in rugby league here in Australia, I think it's a minimum of a week before players are allowed to sort of recommence playing. So, yeah, maybe it'll be something similar with Rory. So, yeah, I guess wait and see on that one. But, yeah, he's a very good singer, Rory, Will. Did you know this? I put something up when he first signed, when he did, I think it was with Hull City. And he sort of went semi-viral, didn't he? Yeah, has he sort of done a sing-song for the lads? Or
well, I'll be honest. If we had a stopover yet, I don't know if we've had a stopover. So the first one could potentially be on Friday when he's singing in front of the lads. I know he's had a little bit of a sing-song in the back of the car every now and then, but we've not put him on the spot yet. So I'll be honest. Obviously, I've not been travelling I don't think we've had a stopover. Where he's had the chance to sing at the evening meal. So, yeah, watch out, get your videos out. I'm sure the lads will get the videos out on Friday if he does step up and sing. I'm sure you'll see it on social media at some point. But, I'm sure the lads will be getting on him.
Definitely. I mean, what a voice. I know David Wheater, he liked a bit of a Elton John karaoke king, David Wheater. But I'm sorry, Wheats, Rory is, he's a few levels above you, mate. He's got you covered. But, yeah. Yeah, if we make them top 7, he should have a sing-song, all right, definitely. Okay, well, just I know as we're nearing the end of the season, obviously 2 games of the regular season yet. What I might ask you, chaps, is for your player of the season and perhaps a goal of the season as well. For me, I'll go first. I think goal of the season for me, Cedric Main against Spennymoor, that injury time winner. Just curled it into the top corner in front of the shed. Fantastic finish from Cedric. I mean, Cedric would probably be up for player of the season. For me, I might just go Will McGowan just for what Will's done. I know it hasn't been going for Will the last few games, but when Will's at his best, he's unplayable really at this level. But yeah, they're mine anyway. Craig, what about you?
Yes, well, similar. I mean, for goals, I would say Max Howell's away. This is not my top number 1, by the way, but I will mention Max Howell's away at Spennymoor. not so much for it was a good finish, but before that, Nathan Stanton, good play from him in midfield. It was the turn on the halfway line where he sent Rob Ramshaw for a pie, if you remember. So it was that, and he passed it straight outside his foot to Howells, good finish, so that was a good goal. And also Charlie Lennon away at Filed in the FA Cup, edge of the penalty area, 20 yards or so, curled it into the inside the post. But the best goal is Cedric Main at home against Spennymoor with that will win player of the goal of the season. It curled so wide it was going out for a throw in, and then it curled back inside to the top corner to win the game as well. You take a scruffy goal from a yard out in that situation, but to beat Spennymoor in injury time, that's fantastic. So that's the goal of the season, and Cedric Main would also be my player of the season. It's 21 now he's got now, 20 in the league, 21 in total. The other players could be mentioned, like you say, McGowan and Scott Barrow and Toby Lees and Tom Platt. They've all had good spells, they've all made a contribution, but I can't look past someone who's got 21 goals this season.
Yeah, fair enough. What about you then, Will? Who would take it for you?
Yeah, player of the year. I thought about this, and I'm going to go Seds as well. I think from day dot, I always remember pre-season. He came in, he looked strong, he looked fit, you could tell he was going to have a really good season ahead of him. Came back in really good shape. Unbelievable in pre-season training, games, everything. So for him to go on and get 20 plus goals, he's been a big player for us this season. So Seds for that. Goal of the season, I'm going to say myself. I don't know if you remember the goal against Alfreton. The volley.
Alfreton? Yes, I do.
Yeah,
yes.
Alfreton away, obviously beginning of the season. Just the ball flicked up, half volley, top corner. So I've got to give myself something for this season. So I'm going to go for that one. But yeah, on the other side of it, said again the goal against Spennymoor. I remember it. I was on the balcony. I was right behind it when it went in. The timing of the goal, the way it went in, right in the top corner. Yeah, that's got to be up there for sure. The Tom Platt volley as well at Peterborough Sport. That was a really good technique. So there's been a few goals. I've touched on Max's, Charlie Lennon's at Filed. I remember that one really well as well. So I'm sure there's going to be a nice little short list of goals of the season. But let's go for myself for this one.
I forgot about your goal, Will. The one at Alfred. Didn't Ben Hendy score that day as well? Didn't he score a good goal?
He scored a lovely goal with his left foot. Yeah, he scored a really nice Ben one with his left foot. Yeah, because I scored the opening goal. We got it 1-0. Then Ben scored to make it 2-0. And then I scored the volley to make it 3-0. So,
that's so long ago.
I'm hoping it makes a shortlist. Whoever does this, I'm going to make sure they get me in that. I want to be present at some point in this season.
Yeah. No, you like a volley, Will, I think. I remember that one against Needham Market volley. Was that 2 seasons ago as well? Is that fair to say? You enjoy a volley, yeah?
Yeah. That one goal of the season last year, that one. So, you never know. Yeah. There's an outside chance. For me this year.
Like you say, it's a decent. It should be a decent shortlist. Yeah, there have been some excellent goals, and who knows? I might even be the best goal scored in these next 2 games, or in the playoffs. Hey, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I hope so. As long as even if it's a tapping gets us in the playoffs, that'll be the goal of the season.
Yeah,
anyway.
we'll definitely. All right, I think we might have time for a quiz, boys, if we don't have to dash off. So Will was worried before that it was going to be from 20 years ago. I can tell you now. Craig would have you covered if it was from 20 years ago. I think.
I think I'm better at 20 years ago than I am this season. I can't remember who played last week.
Well, you might be struggling, Craig, because today's quiz it's going to be name the team again, going back to the tried and trusted formula. We're going back to September 2023. And an away game at Bishop Stortford. Will does that hold any significance for you? Bishop Stortford away, September 2023. Yeah, it was a 1-0 defeat.
Oof.
Ring a bell?
Testing me here. Was I even there at that stage?
Do you want to? Have you worked it out, Craig? About
this is Josh Gowling here, isn't it? This is Josh Gowling period.
Oh, is it Gowling?
No, I think we're just before Josh Gowling. So,
all right, okay.
Alan and Darren have departed, and Will's been placed in interim charge along with.
Sorry, of course
Tom
I do.
Platt.
I do remember.
So you were there, Will.
Yeah, I do remember. Oh God, you are testing me. I'll have a think now. I remember it now. I do remember it.
I was thinking you'd have this one easy, Will, but you've got I don't know. You got me concerned now, but yeah. So look for the quiz then. I got the team from that day, so I've got the 11 plus the 5 subs. Now this is a team that you helped pick, Will. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember
that. This should be easy for you. Right.
I remember sat in the hotel picking it.
I was going to say, in the hotel picking it. Yeah. So. How many of those 16 do you think you could name? I'll let Craig go first. You make your opening bid, Craig. How many of the 16 from that 16, game?
Jesus wept.
Yeah. So I've got 5 subs listed here, yeah.
Oh, God almighty. Off the top of my head, I'm going to say like 7 or 8. I'll start with 7.
Start with 7.
I'll start with 7. I'll say.
Right. Will, do you think you could name more than 7 for the team that you picked, remember?
Yeah, 8.
Yeah? You're going to go 8?
I think so.
Okay, so, all right. Craig, any advance on 8, or are you going to let Will have a go at naming 8?
Well, Will should get all 16, surely.
No chance.
I mean...
I'm trying to think.
All right, so Will, over to you.
Tommy Taylor in there.
Yes, Tommy Taylor in there, yeah.
Centre half, Toby Lees.
Toby Lees, correct.
And, who was centre half with him? Platty played.
He did, yep. So that's 3 you've got.
Platt. Matty Cornish. No.
Matty wasn't around then.
No, he wasn't. No, he joined when. No, he didn't. Obviously myself.
Yes.
Left back. Who was playing in that? Seds. Oh no, Seds wasn't there either.
No. Seds wasn't there. No, he was a Steve signing. Right.
Oh,
so you've got 4 here. Okay. Did you say you picked this team in the hotel the night before the game?
Yeah. Because right. Ben Headley didn't play. I remember that. He was on the
bench.
He didn't.
No, he's not. No, he wasn't on the bench. No.
He wasn't on the bench either.
Not according to this. No.
Yeah, no, he didn't travel. Right. He didn't travel. Jake Lawler. Centre half.
No, Jake was just down as obviously one of the interim coaches with you, but he wasn't playing centre half that day. He wasn't in the 16.
Oh, he must have been injured then. Oh,
yeah. You've only named 4, Will. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I've had a mind blank. Griff.
Okay.
Right back.
Yeah, Griff's in there. Yes, Griff. Yep. Griff is in there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think that day. I remember it. We had someone on the wings, and I can't remember who was playing. Jarrett Rivers?
He was one of the subs.
Subs, yeah. Right, I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to have a little think while Craig might trigger me.
Go on then, Craig. You're going to finish this off now, Craig, aren't you?
I'm not sure.
I think Will's got six names there, so there's 10 left.
10 to go for. I think I'm going to assume Hazel.
Yep, Jacob Hazel.
Did he start Hazel?
He did, yeah.
And Andrew Nelson?
Yes, Andrew Nelson also started, yep.
So that's a front, and you've said Rivers on the bench.
Yeah.
But you want 16, though, don't you? So you want substitutes 16. As well, don't you?
Yeah. So, you can name the subs.
The short lad, the strike, what's his name? Is it Curry?
Adam Campbell. No. Oh, Mitch Curry. Yeah, no, he wasn't
there.
No.
Curry not there.
I would have liked Adam Campbell. I'd have him back, but no, he was. No, I think he might have departed, and Mitch hadn't joined by then. I think, or he wasn't in the squad. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I got one wrong then. Suka.
Yeah, Jassim Suka, centre half. Yeah.
Suka, yeah. Good call. I played 10. We're looking for a midfielder.
You've got 3. There's 3 left from the 11.
Somebody played midfield with me and Platty, and I can't remember who it was.
Is this? I think Ben Little was still there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Ben Little. He started. Yes.
Yeah, he started. Leeds, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember telling him before the game because he hadn't started a few games. I didn't in his room before the game. I said, "Oh, can you come down?" And he came down, and I told him he was starting. God, you're testing me here.
There you go. I know you've forgotten.
Yeah, no, I've forgotten. Yeah.
All right,
You're
two left.
like it was like 20 years ago.
I know, this is like, what, 2.5 years ago?
Hazel up front. We've got that, haven't we? So we've got Griff right back. Nice. We've got we've got centre halves, Toby Lees.
And Lawler, Jake Lawler. Or Suka.
No, Zuka. Yeah, and left back. Who was playing left back then?
The left back was that one who signed.
Jordan Watson. Jordan played left back.
No. I think it was.
I can't remember.
You didn't get the left back. Okay, so we'd got Ben Little, and I think you were just telling how you were telling Ben that he was going to be part of the team. I've got 2 names left of the 11.
Finley.
Yes, Finley Barnes. Yeah.
Yes.
You got it.
And then we've got Nella, Finley Barnes, Hazel up top, me, Lids, Platty in the middle.
Yes.
I think, yeah. And then we've got Griff, Zuka, Leesy, and then someone else. But I think Zuka might have been playing left back.
Okay. I don't think he would have been looking at the name that's on here. I think I've seen would have been centre back. I think.
So who was left back then? Oh man.
No ideas?
See, I can see him, but I can't think of what he was called. He was only there briefly, wasn't he? He was only at the club like in the first half of the season.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I don't think he hung around too long. I'll let you know. It was Jordan Musto.
Jordan Musto. Oh, I'd have never got that. I would have never got that.
Yes.
I can't remember where we got Jordan from, but I don't think he hung around too long. But
and then
and
then
I think he started well. I think he had a good start to the season.
Yeah.
Moki on the bench.
Moki on the bench. Yes, that's right. Will, can you get the other 3?
Jazz on the bench.
Jarrett Rivers. Yep.
Oh, so he was on the bench.
Yeah, Jarrett Rivers and Moki, but there's 3 more.
3 more. So not Mitch.
Who was that, sorry?
Mitch Kerry.
No, Mitch wasn't in the 16. No. We got a couple of wingers and a fullback.
Couple of wingers.
Yeah.
Testing me.
I'm thinking one of them might have been an old teammate of yours at Guiseley, maybe.
Oh, I know that'll be.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Very quick. Yeah, I liked him. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd have him back.
Felix.
Oh, I don't know. Yes, Kane Felix.
Felix.
Yep. So Kane Felix, and then 2 more. I think one was a fullback on loan, who sort of disappeared off the face of the earth. Has a very well-known father. To give you a big clue there.
Very well-known father.
Yeah, Jordan Windass. Yeah.
Jordan Windass. Oh man, I still speak to him today. Oh. Yeah.
Dear. There you go, just one left. He was with the club last season. He left at the end of last season. I think he might have been sent off against Darlington this season.
Cam?
Yeah,
nah, he wasn't
Cam
there,
Salkeld,
was
yes.
Was he Cam? Was he on the bench? Was he?
Cam's on the bench. Yeah, he was there, mate. He was in the hotel with you, yeah.
Honestly, crazy.
You picked him, remember?
What's that?
I'm just wondering how much Will picked this team, and was it Tom and Jake?
Brilliant. Oh, good memories.
There you go. We got. It took a long time, but we got there with the Wi-Fi dropping out as well. That was all 16. How was that experience then, Will, being interim boss? Because I think you've done it. Did you do it a couple of times, Will? Have you done it more than once?
Yeah, so I only did 2 games. One of the other games was the FA Cup. I think it was the FA Cup or FA Trophy game. I think it was, and we won. And then obviously the league game we lost.
Okay.
But I loved it. But it was difficult at the time because we're obviously not on a great run, and the confidence was low, and obviously I was a player myself, so it was hard to speak to the players to obviously to basically say they're not involved, i.e. Ben Headley, for instance. The only reason that was because I didn't want to let other players down because he was out of the squad previously to that game. So, again, if things ever changed in the future where I was actually the manager, then I think it'd have been more easier. I think trying to be a player and then trying to pick a team and the teammates, it was quite difficult at the time, but certainly enjoyed it. So, yeah. You never know. Probably it might happen again in the future. Who knows?
You never know. Hopefully you can remember him a bit better next time. But you don't get many player managers these days, do you? But to get them back in the day, but they're few and far between now. Maybe with good reason. But good stuff, boys. We got there in the end. I think that will probably do for the April edition of the Darlo Till I Die podcast. We'll hopefully be back at the end of the season, whenever that proves to be, whether we do have an extended season with some playoff action, hopefully. I'm going to be back for the last home game against Oxford City, so I'm hoping there's going to be something riding on it to make it a bit more interesting. So yeah, fingers crossed. Big thanks, guys, for joining me today. Thank you, listener, for downloading this. You can help it out by giving this podcast a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you find this podcast. And yeah, like I say, we'll hopefully be back to sum up what has been a pretty crazy season for Darlo and in the National League North, I guess. But for now, a big thanks to Craig.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
And a big thanks to Will.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me again. Pleasure as always.
Goodbye from me. Goodbye.